As Sir Kessington Adebutu CON joins the prestigious League of the Octogenarians, a detailed introspection into his life odyssey will most appropriately signpost the twists and turns he had to navigate to become a shining star in his chosen firmament and an exemplarily humane human being who has turned adversity to prosperity through the dint of hard work, tenacity of purpose, the unrelenting and indomitable Nigerian spirit, and above all, the unwavering trust in God, being a devout Christian of the Methodist denomination. Sir Kessington Adebutu CON was born to the family of late Alhaji Karimu Folarin Adebutu and late Alhaja Seliat Olasimbo Adebutu of Iperu Remo in Ogun State of Nigeria on the 24th of October 1925. He attended Wesley Primary School, Iperu Remo, and Ijero Baptist School at Papa Road, Ebutemeta, Lagos, where he completed his primary education in 1950. Sir Kessington Adebutu began his secondary school education at Baptist Academy in Lagos in 1951, but eventually completed it at the Remo Secondary School, Shagamu, Remo, in Ogun State in 1955. To upgrade his knowledge and expand his horizon and scope about the world in general and adequately prepare him for future challenges, Sir Kessington Adebutu attended several leadership and management development courses, seminars, and programs both in Nigeria and overseas. Sir Kessington Adebutu's early working life began in 1956 at the Cable and Wireless Limited, the defunct NITEL, where he was an operations clerk. He later left the company to join Claffins Chemicals Limited as a salesman and rose to the position of regional sales manager for Lagos and the Midwest region.
So I started thinking of a business I can do with little or no capital at all. So what occurred to me is to be a PUS agent. Because as a PUS agent, all you require is just your table, your biro, and a small place to put it. So luckily, I managed to raise £3, which I eventually paid for a shop at Badder Street.
What year was this?
Alakara, mid-60. This was mid-60. So I suppose agent. From there, I decided to start my own business, which is a PUS promoter. Because as a PUS agent, I have the privilege to have statistics of my sales, winnings, and all the rest of it. So I believe it's a good business. So with my bosom friend of the blessed memory, Shiva Debayo Bankola Yoko, we started our own post company, the popular face-to-face $1 billion Post Limited. And that was a breakthrough.
Integrity, hard work, and tenacity of purpose are ideals which Sir Kessington Adebutu held very dearly and considered as sacrosanct to success in life, and this earned him recognition that made him stand out distinctly among his peers at the early stage of his life. Indeed, with a very kind-hearted and simple disposition towards humanity, Sir Kessington Adebutu, a philanthropist without boundaries, has been responsible for scholarship grants which have enabled thousands of indigent students to attain secondary and tertiary education status. Although a Christian, Sir Kessington Adebutu is known to have been responsible for the sponsorship of both Muslims and Christians for the Holy Pilgrimage yearly. He has also constructed schools, churches, and hospitals in different parts of the country, particularly in Iperu Remo, parts of Ogun, and Lagos states. Free medical treatment is also available to people of all ages courtesy the Kessington Adebutu Foundation. To give a broader and more organized framework to his philanthropic gesture, the Kessington Adebutu Foundation, KAAF, was established 10 years ago to coincide with his 70th birthday anniversary. 10 years down the line, the Kessington Adebutu KAAF has constructed and completed not less than 40 major projects located in different parts of the country. The Kessington Adebutu Foundation, KAAF, has made very penetrating impact in the areas of health care delivery, scholarship to indigent students, and the establishment of technical skills acquisition centers where artisans are trained. KAAF has also, in the last 10 years, helped to give succor through many of its programs to the needy, the elderly, widows, orphans, the challenged, and other vulnerable groups in the society. Through the establishment of the Kessington Adebutu Foundation, Sir Kessington Adebutu has helped in the upliftment of mankind.
Show appreciation to God is by helping, assisting the less privileged. And that's all I'm doing. And we are very particular about medical and education. Simply because I believe a healthy, educated soul can never go hungry. If his soul is healthy and educated, that soul cannot go hungry.
Perhaps what shot Sir Kessington Adebutu to national consciousness is the establishment of the face-to-face $1 Million Pools Limited Company with his bosom friend, the late Chief Solomon Adebayo Ayoku. Today, Sir Kessington Adebutu, more fondly referred to as Baba Ijebu's Lotto business, which is an offshoot of his pools business, is an enterprise that is giving a lot of hope to many in the society. A lot of Nigerians are also employed in these companies. Sir Kessington Adebutu's vast business include real estate management, agriculture, and entertainment, in which he has recorded resounding success because even though he delegates functions, being a stickler for perfection and excellence, he still personally supervises to ensure that the end product has his unmistakable signature of excellence and uncommon quality.
In the good old days, I used to have 26 branches, working from 26 branches. Lagos, Ijebu-Ode, Abeokuta, Akure, Osogbo, Ibadan, Benin, Warri, Agbo, Enugu, Aba, Onitsha, Owerri, Port Harcourt, Calabar, Uyo, Ilori, Kaduna, Jos, Kano, Sokoto, Maiduguri, Makurdi, Minna, Bauchi. Before I was operating in 26 branches, in the good old days, when human beings are honest and sincere. But when people start to change, when people start to change, I have to close down almost all these branches and work only within the area. Myself and my family can supervise. So you can see things by yourself. I mean, even the climate itself is changing. What more? People are changing. Nigeria is not the same like before. I was working 26 branches and people don't steal. But somewhere, somehow, I'm forced to close down almost all the branches. Everything is changing. I started with pools. From pools, I went to insurance. Property. You must be aware that now we're in charge of the parking from the Gateway Hotel in Abeokuta. And the big one, the Lotto. So we have to diversify.
Sir Kessington Adebutu CON has contributed significantly to the progress of his hometown Iperuremo, Ogun State, and Lagos State, where he has his business. In appreciation of this, he has been conferred with many traditional chieftaincy titles, while the educational institutions have also honored him with a legion of honorary doctorate degrees in recognition of his unquantifiable contribution to take education to the next frontier. The latest in the series of the chieftaincy titles to be conferred on Sir Kessington Adebutu is that of the Aṣojú Ọba of Lagos, a position which became vacant as a result of the death of Sir Molade Okoya Thomas in 2014.
For your information, some few months back, the Ọba of Lagos, Ọba Akeolu, is so gracious to offer me the Aṣojú Ọba of Lagos. So, God willing, 22nd, which is Thursday, the installation will take place at the palace. Friday, as you have seen outside, you've seen so many cars outside. There will be a give back promo at Tesselini Balogun Stadium. And Saturday, 24th, is the big day. But before then, my people at home at Peru, they've taken 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to do one thing or the other. So you can see it's going to be a week-long celebration.
Sir Kessington Adebutu, CON, who strongly believes in prayers, is blessed with a very good family made up of amiable and highly respectful people. Although not a politician, one of his children, Honorable Ladi Kessington Adebutu, is a member of Nigeria's House of Representatives. It will be right to say that Sir Kessington Adebutu's goodwill, which he earned through doing good always to everyone, played a major part in Honorable Ladi Adebutu's victory at the polls. In order to redirect the energies of our youth with a view to maximize their God-given talents and, more importantly, to complement the efforts of government at local, state and federal levels to search for talents in sports, particularly football, from the grassroots, from their formative ages, to fill the yawning gap that has made Nigerian football fall to its lowest standards of all times. Sir Kessington Adebutu, being a sports-loving person, took up the gauntlet to establish the Kessington Adebutu Under-18 and Under-20 football competition for youth between the ages of 18 and 20. The Kessington Adebutu football competition, which began in the year 2011, has been able to churn out young players who are set to take over from the likes of Obafemi Martins and Taye Taiwo, who emerged from age group football competitions. It's heartwarming to note that the Under-20 Kessington Adebutu Cup competition has so far produced Dele Alamposu, former Golden Eaglets goalkeeper at the 2013 Under-17 FIFA World Cup, now in the Super Eagles. During the second edition of the Under-20 Kessington Adebutu football competition, players discovered were Tayo Johnson and Onolakpo Olayinka, now playing for First Division football clubs in the country, Grain Football Club of Osun State and Nasarawa Football Club, to be specific.
I feel good, and it's a good encouragement. As I said earlier on, I am a patriotic Nigerian, and we all know that national team is not doing well, especially when you see small countries defeating us. So I believe this is my own contribution to catch the talents young. I believe this is my contribution. Message to Nigerians, I thank them all because the support I'm receiving is overwhelming, and believe me, you cannot imagine what has happened within the last few days. I thank all Nigerians for that.